Hello Libra, welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot and welcome to your reading. This reading is about your job, your profession, or any work activities that you are doing where you feel a little, you're dealing with something with respect to that. Okay, so we are going to look at that in today's reading and get some answers for you. So, what is it that Libra is coping with, dealing with, trying to cope with? What are the issues at work for Libra? Embrace leadership. You've got the Leo sign and you've got the Cancer sign. What I am getting off these cards is projecting yourself, wanting to be a leader yet retaining the emotions. Okay, and I think that's a little contradictory because when one is leading, as far as work is concerned, one cannot get emotional, one cannot be very expressive of emotions, one cannot really be empathetic or get too emotional about things. Yes, one can be nurturing, but it has to complement the leadership as well. It has to complement being being confident also of that. See, I think there are two scenarios. One is the emotions versus being the leader, being the boss, being the person in charge, right? And the other thing is that you might feel that if you are going to be like that, you're going to display your sensitive and emotional side. People are not going to take you seriously as a boss or as a leader or authority, right? You need to maintain your authority, or you feel that nurturing is more important than being authoritative. But whatever your role is, whatever your designation is, Libra, as far as work goes, one needs to have the sympathy and empathy and have that nurturing quality to make your work grow and to ensure that people are also working well and feeling good when they're working, but not at the cost of um, you coming across as too soft and taking decisions based on emotions rather than based on what you should be doing. I mean, whatever, as a superior, as a head, as somebody in charge, one has to take decisions which are more head oriented, growth oriented rather than feeling oriented. Right? For example, I'll you just give you a small example. Somebody doesn't feel like working, they're not feeling well. You can't, one can't, you feel the softness for the person's problem, but you can't stretch it too long. You can't base your decisions on feeling sympathetic for them. Yes, they need to go to a doctor, you need to give that kind of advice what they can do so that they can get going with work, and that is a nurturing quality which you need to show. But I think there is a clash you're feeling that how does your confidence get affected when you get emotional? How does your work get affected when you get emotional? There's a little bit of this thing. See, you've got the marriage card over here. This is all about bringing a balance and maintaining that commitment and making sure that see, it's like, it's so interesting. You've got a male energy and a female energy here. Marriage, male energy and female energy. It's all about balancing both these. I think, Libra, where you're finding it a little difficult, it is about both these aspects need to complement each other. Then only can a partnership or a marriage work, right? Similarly, you also need to draw that fine balance for yourself where you are you're aware of you feel the other person's problems, issues and things like that, yet you also need to keep the system and the machinery going. See, you've got the again masculine energy, the boss card. Now just give me a minute, I'll need to fix this sunlight coming in here. So see, you do feel that these are the issues. You need to come across as a leader. You need to display those masculine qualities of keeping things in control, of being the boss, being the leader. Okay, and you know that that is your that's your role, that's your designation. But there's that emotional thing, that feeling, the feeling quotient, that is kind of disturbing you a little. I mean, you do know that you need to keep this thing going. You need to keep this thing moving. You need to keep that control so that the work continues smoothly. And you have to be in control of things. But the emotions are also there. Drink more water. It's like the flow of emotions is something which bothers you, Libra. And see, you want a balance. You want a balance between career and home life. You want to balance the nurturing bit. You want to balance the work bit. You want to bring about a balance. These cards are very, the marriage card, this balancing card. It's all about wanting to, make sure that, you don't get too perturbed emotionally when things happen. Yet you're able to also honor your emotions, Libra. You do not want to brush them under the carpet and block all of them and block how you feel. That is something you feel you cannot do. But maybe when you feel when somebody has a problem or there are issues, your emotions get the better of you, and then you're caught in that tussle that I feel so strongly like this, I will feel better if I do, what should I do? And then that is when the decision making becomes a little difficult, because we have to take some tough decisions sometimes. And I think then neglecting your emotional well-being, that is what bothers you. But you need to bring a balance into both of them. You've got the Queen of Wands and you've got the World card over here. Okay, so here it's all about your, this is a cycle, you're looking at ending. Okay, as I mean, I personally feel with these cards that you feel that the toughness you have, Libra. I think you want to be, you want to. Let's continue first. You got the Page of Wands. So you've got another fire card, fire sign card. Six of Pentacles, bringing a balance. Five of Cups. Look, the emotions card is also there. Feeling bad for what what's happening. And the Page of Cups, and you're not able to express and handle these emotions. When these emotions come up with work or the activities you do, you get pretty overwrought and you get pretty overwhelmed. You are not able to handle it. That's why you have the Page of Cups. You are learning, you're finding a way to handle and get some maturity with these relationships. You've got two pages, Page of Wands and Cups. So there is, you need to learn how to channelize your energy. See, with the Queen of Wands, there is a certain aspect of you, Libra, that you can really keep things going, just keep driving and making things happen. But you also feel that it brings about an imbalance because somewhere your emotions get neglected. Constantly being in the driver's seat, constantly being the one to get things going, getting after people and getting work done, makes you feel emotionally a little it dries up your emotions, or you have to take a backseat from your emotions. And that is where you're finding it, that is, it's a little difficult to always be a leader, to always be doing the right things, to always so to say, cracking the whip to keep the work going. Right, look, the riding crop is displayed very clearly over here. And then sometimes you feel that why am I so driven, why am I maybe you see, look at yourself in a very harsh light also, and you want to soften down a little. That little confusion is there. Sometimes you feel that you're wasting your energy being like this, whereas you need to be a little more caring, but you do not know whether you should be caring or how to be caring. Let's continue your reading. See, you have a little fear in expressing yourself. Maybe you keep your emotions suppressed, they don't flow. You hold back. You might be a little fearful of telling people about your feelings also. You're always putting up that tough exterior. You're putting up that it's putting it up as in you manage very well, you're a good leader. But when it comes to emotions, you find it very difficult to express your emotions. whether at work, whether at home. Maybe for some of you, you're in this role most of the time. When you come back home, you feel that, emotionally you're unable to express yourself. You cannot share your feelings with others. You cannot talk about, how you're feeling, what you're going through. Maybe the work is such that, it is making you very tough. It keeps you in the, in the top position where you just have to, get work done. So you don't get the time and opportunity to examine your emotions, or, get into that zone where you're only, you know feeling your emotions. Maybe over a period of time, this has become a block for you, that constantly being the leader, and doing and achieving and getting work done, you don't, your own emotions have closed towards yourself, maybe towards others. Maybe at work also you find it a little difficult to be very sympathetic, or sometimes you feel you're too sympathetic but you can't do anything. You just kind of, gulp it down, and you're like, okay, back to work, forget about how I'm feeling. I just need to get the work done. Or maybe because of that, you feel even at home or in a relaxed space, you're not able to, tap into your emotions. And sometimes you feel that if you do that, maybe the floodgates will open. So you're having a problem, expressing your feelings, expressing your and for those of you, where you do like to sing, you like to write, you have these creative qualities, you're not able to pursue them also, because when we are doing that, we cannot even, the emotions need to flow. Okay. Power of joy. But nonetheless, you do see, it's not that you do not have these feelings, you don't have the happiness, you have it. It's just about, A, not getting expressed properly, and B, finding that right balance of being the leader and yet being sympathetic and nurturing. You feel happy with whatever you have, but you wish that you would, be able to express this joy. You feel it, but you don't express it. See, you got open your heart to love. That is where it is. That is what you need to, you're just storing it in. You're just withholding all of this. You're not allowing it to come out. You're not allowing it to be shown, at least to people who matter. Even when it is work is concerned, it's like, you feel the, you feel somebody's pain, you feel somebody's joy, but you always hold back, you never express it to them, lest, you come across as a soft person, Libra. So, you do have all these, but you feel, is it appropriate to tell, to share, to connect emotionally with people? So, what is your guidance? Okay, I think I'll get the other cards. What's your guidance? And then we'll take out an outcome card also. Okay, these are your cards. What's your guidance? Be immune to others' opinions. So, if that is what is holding you back, don't worry what people are going to say or how they are going to judge, as long as you are able to handle your work and your emotions and yet be nurturing and sympathetic. How you balance it and how you keep both aspects of your life and your personality going, then you don't need to bother about what anyone thinks, feels, or says. Be yourself around others. So this is very strong guidance that, don't curb your natural instincts of being sympathetic, kind, compassionate, understanding. You don't have to work on being a leader. I think you're a very good leader. You have those boss qualities in you. You get work done. But if you feel that you need to also be a little more in the flow of your emotions, allow yourself to connect with others once in a while at least. You should be able to do that. Don't build those walls around you. Don't tell yourself, I'm not going to do that. If you are sympathetic and have a soft corner, that also needs to be, people should see that aspect of you also. Don't hide it for others, or don't hide it from everyone else. And don't, like, it's like when you see something at work, you want to, connect with that. This card is telling you, do show that aspect of yourself as well. Come across as this wholesome personality, Libra. Practice makes the master. So go ahead and practice this. Go ahead and start doing, start connecting emotionally when you feel it is required. When you feel that yes, you need to, sit with somebody, you need to tell them, you need to talk to them, or you need to listen to them. You want to share, you want to, share somebody else's problems. Maybe sometimes you want to share your problems with somebody. Start, begin by doing that, and don't worry what the other person is going to say. So now I think I'll just get you a card like it says practice makes the master. Let's see, how is it that you can start? What would be a good way to start this? What would be a good way to start for Libra to start expressing their feelings? Be yourself. Okay, don't hold back on how you feel at that point in time. Don't hold back, just be. Whatever emotions come, feel them. Choose good words to communicate. Choose appropriate words to communicate. I'm not saying that you should it's not saying that you camouflage, but it's like you're feeling somebody, you're feeling some emotion. Say that emotion the way it is. At least make the put it across in the appropriate language, the kind of language that one uses when at work, when at home, when with friends, when with others. You can discriminate that, Libra. So, but if you do feel that you need to convey something, convey your feelings, put your share a little bit, by all means do that. So start by just being who you are, not holding back. That's your guidance, and that's your reading, and thanks for watching.